Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Non-binary folk alike, episode 184. We're 16 away, sweet 16 from the magical 200. Who would have thought that this show would have been on for 200 odd weeks, for 200 episodes? Absolutely mental. I remember the days, boy. We remember a ghost. His name, Anthony Oliver. Some people call him Tone. Some people call him a myth, the man, the legend. But I was just wondering about Tone today. Is he still alive? Taz, can you frame a market?
Look, I think you need to let Tony be.
Oh, Tony B.
All right, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm sure he's out there somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm sure he's out there somewhere. He could be out there. Maybe what was that horse? The really
sucking
fast
on a
sprinter?
Cuban Royale.
Well, he could be sucking on a Cuban Royale.
Yeah, I think Tassie's today picked the horse in one of Tone's favourite races today, so it's a bit exciting. Big Boy Roy was the horse that the big man loved.
Yeah, I know, but there was one that he backed that he got value at $1.55.
Oh, Nature Strip.
Nature Strip.
That's the one. I just hope that he's not on.
Nature Strip.
He's not on a Nature Strip, and I hope he's doing well.
Nature Strip.
He's doing wonderful things over the jumps at the moment.
Yeah, over the jumps. He's doing the equestrian. I saw a bit of video. The great horse. Talking about people. Talking about Marto, stiff as, mate. Last week he had a same game multi up in the what do you call it, the Super Bowl. Of course, Taz
Super Bowl,
saying you would have missed by one leg. And you did.
Thanks, Taz. It happened twice.
I'm sorry,
Pachenko went close. He's pulled up short once and fumbled, then he's pulled up about 5 yards short later in the match, and they were the two chances that we could have gone in because it would have rushed the immediate play after.
Yeah,
but every other leg got up and we missed by one. We got a bonus bet. It's not a loss, but it's not a win either.
Look, all I can say is I'm sorry I was right, and it's great. I'm sorry that I was right, and it is also a great thing when you start punting for bonus bets. Hey, guys, get on because you're bound to get a bonus bet.
If you know how to turn them over, they're very valuable.
Talking about nature strips and sleeping outside, we sent a cherry out to Ty Orchid, our mate from Brisbane, who we actually demolished.
He's still under the bridge.
2 years ago with NFL bets. I'm very sorry, Ty. Hopefully you're still nursing and you're still going all right, but hopefully you're off the nature strip. Anyway, boys, let's get into it. Without further ado, we had a big weekend last weekend. It was another weekend. It was a little bit Richie Beno-like again, Taz.
There was a few two.
Pez was up and about early. It was great to see Irish Kisses run in the wrong part of the track and absolutely loomed up and then was in the quicksand. I wouldn't sack it, but gee, well, the Kickstarter didn't kickstart us off at all. But gee, stay focused. I think Bennett's got one here. I reckon he's going to win a few races this season.
I agree.
Very professional. And as Michael Hawkes always says, Tassie, if Hayasuki wasn't in the race, we would have won.
Look, I don't like. I think it was a big run. There was no doubting that.
Bodyguard.
But I did poison you with Bodyguard.
You did.
So I hope the Quinella was a chop out. Well, that's a one Zara elected right. But I think that Stay Focused, you're right, will win plenty.
Yeah.
Blue Diamond, I don't know if it's going to go that way, but
no, it's definitely going that way. Definitely.
It will.
Yes.
I can't. I'm sorry to say it, I can't have it for the Blue Diamond, but I can see it winning maybe, 14 to 1600 metre type races. That's what I think. But you know what? I'm just some little shit kicker here in Melbourne, Victoria, Hampton. Yeah. And,
well, you did okay, mate. You did okay. Places. My Baby was a huge run from the back. Took a fucking month to wind up.
Yeah, it did.
Wind up.
Yeah, it did.
Jesus Christ. But when it did.
Yeah.
It did. Oh, my God. It grew wings, didn't it?
I didn't expect it to be that far back, to be honest, but there were a few scratchings in a race, and My Baby was not quite there.
Definitely a get on next start. I think if we get a little bit of a little bit extra distance, I tell you what, should be a hoof on the till. And gee, how good was Will I Am or whatever it was? What is it called?
Another Will.
Jeez.
I think I put it up in a Sunday post.
Wow.
It wasn't Jamie Nah. It was all Jamie Carr.
Oh, I think I could have rode Another Will.
I think it was just
I think it was the horse more than the jock, mate.
She didn't have to
Doesn't
do too
matter.
much.
She wasn't.
She still got to steer it.
Well, she steered it. That's all she had to really do because it was
That's
in
exactly
a different
right.
race to the others.
Very, very good horse. Yeah, well above grade there, wasn't it?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then Marto was fully lit, as they say the young people of today do, with all the Tay-Tay, the Swifties, fully lit.
Fully lit, fully sick, hectic,
Oh
hectic,
my
hectic.
God, hectic. And I know that was
great
okay, mate. Your Kickstarter was all right. Come third, but you know,
yeah, a
but
bit flat
fully
in the
lit
run.
was really good.
I was very, very happy with fully lit. Missed the start, hung wide through the trip, and just too strong to the line.
Yeah,
Very, very
looks a
strong
good
win.
horse.
It which makes it look better than what the win actually looked like. So it was a better run than what it looked.
Yeah, I think the second horse was a bit of a gap back, but made up a ton of ground, and that might help. I don't know if that's going to help Taz or you this week in your Kickstarter, because I think there's a little bit of poison coming from Marto's Kickstarter this week. But the one that Taz likes in Marto's race, but he's not going to tell you that he likes it because he wants to be Harry Hindsight when it wins. And then he's going to say, I told you all, you didn't listen, but you told us all a couple weeks ago on the show.
I've been telling you for a while.
Yeah, you've been telling us for a while. Marto hasn't.
So I don't need to tell you now.
The second horse to fully lit last week, Taz, has got form around yours.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
yep.
Anyway, the Phantom, he got a quaddy up. Good on him. He's going all right.
The Phantom's back. The drums are beating again.
He's had, how many quaddies has he had in the last month? He's had 8 quaddies. He's got 4. 3 in Melbourne, 1 in Sydney. Not in bad.
And he's won what, $27?
Yeah, nah. Okay, we'll get away from that.
I'm joking. Look, the fact that he's surviving, the fact that he's getting them is an absolute godsend, because smart punters, and there's none on this show.
No, none on this
show. Smart punters know how to filter the Phantom's information, okay, how to put a line through ours and get the quaddie for a bigger percentage. And then the value does come there. Smart punters, not us three.
I had a bit of a video meeting this week. I was a bit of a big swinger with Bet Galaxy, and they promised us a couple of things. Quaddies are coming very soon, which is really exciting for the whole platform, really, because then you become sort of half legit when you got quaddies running. And we're going to be promised promo codes. So for all the guys that have made an account, we're going to get you some promo codes. So if you want to deposit again, we're going to get you matched or leave, even a little bit better.
Oh, nice.
So don't throw them away yet. You can still.
Good guys at Bet Galaxy.
They're starting getting this, and they're going to Tassie. They're going to start, like sports bet. Ladbrokes offer, double your winnings. Bet365, pay you the drift.
Yeah, good on them.
Bet Galaxy are then starting to think about, of course, we're going to get some bonus bets, and we're going to match what sports bet and all them are doing. So they're going to have some selected races where we can have a bet in and actually get our money back and have a free swing, basically. So they're all up and about. They're all thinking, And I just said, can you sort of, not be a point under everybody? Can you?
Catch up.
I guess what it comes down to.
There's still new kids on the block, though.
That's right.
If you build it, they will come, and they're building.
Absolutely.
We still got him on.
Oh, no, Pezza.
I love Luke Pezza.
Yeah,
but seriously, how many times?
We're still winning. We're Kickstarters. We just keep winning.
So when we don't get a winner, he goes.
Basically, but we can't change our jocks if we keep winning, can we?
Well, you need to change your jocks every now and again.
Now, Marto has picked a very interesting race. Randwick number 1. He's backing up. We all know that Tone loves to back up. And then, yes, we're talking about anal sex, Tony. James McDonald for CJ Waller.
That's hey, yeah, you read in my script. Yes, Switzerland. This race, the track is going to be a little bit wet. We've rained in Sydney today. There's rain tomorrow, and likely passing thunderstorms again on Saturday. So it's not going to dry out, and that is the reason why I picked Switzerland.
It's already dry.
Race. It's not dry, trust me. That's why I picked Switzerland in a 2-horse race. There's a very clear and present danger with Shangri-La Express on a dry track, but being wet, Switzerland I take with the breeding, and J-Mac jumping on screams volumes to me.
Marto,
So I'm
it's
staying with Switzerland.
It's a Cairns market, Marto. There's eight in the race with two at even money.
Exactly right. Yes, but it is. As I said, it's a 2-horse race. So it's Switzerland, Shangri-La, and Gap the rest.
Well, you got CJ Waller against the power of the bot fly and Waterhouse and Taz is all over Shangri-La Express. He's told us for weeks.
Also, because Switzerland ran 2 weeks ago, so I'm going to take that race fitness over Shangri-La as well. It's probably 6 weeks now since Shangri-La Express last ran, maybe a little longer.
Longer.
So I know it's had 2 trials, but I'm going to take the race fitness.
How did it go in those
well
2
as the wet track.
trials? You know, it only ran. I think it ran a place and it won the other one. Yeah, so that's that's poor trial form. But look, Marto, your Kickstarter, right? It's all yours. And I don't need to say too much about Shangri-La Express. The race will be run. And at the end of the day, PaLTI Familiar can either put a line through yours or put a line through mine. Or they can just go for it. But Regan Baylor stays on Shangri-La Express. I know for the last 3 weeks, you have only been talking about how good Waterhouse Bot is. And the moment that Shangri-La Express comes out, you sack Bot and go.
Well, I also did say that while I was waiting for the Slipper Carnival and he's getting ready for that, I said he had a very quiet summer and we'll see him in autumn.
Geez, I don't know about Taz's little Regan Baylor stays on it.
Well, he's only one.
I'd take J-Mac over Regan.
Well, of course you would.
Oh, wow.
That's all right. No, look,
it is a very interesting race.
Let me ask you a question.
It was an interesting little clip.
One more question.
Oh.
Are you concerned, like last time, that a node got the blows? Are you concerned that Switzerland has gone from $1.70 out to $1.90 and Shangri-La Express has gone from $2.80 into $2.10? Are you concerned?
No, the horses don't know what price they run at. Mate.
That's okay. You weren't concerned last week either. Good luck, son.
I think Nature Ship did, but I'm not sure about a real horse. But, interesting. Shangri-La Express, Switzerland, get on the Quinella, I reckon. But
it'll pay $1.50.
The Quinella will pay less than the fucking.
I know. The country will be on the Quinella here, won't they?
Yeah.
I reckon you'll be lucky to get back $2.30. I reckon. But anyway, very interesting race. And as Taz said, Regan Baylor sticks. And just think, Marto's 5 from 6 in the Kickstarters over the last 6 tips.
Marto is or Tassie is?
No, Marto's 5 from 6. You're 4 from 7.
I think you might need to check that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, a recount. He wants a recount.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you might, because have I not gotten the last 2?
Yes.
At least. Remember when you guys were?
Well, Marto went 5 in a row.
Did he?
He went 5 in a row, and then he's missed one. Then he's got last. Oh no, he's missed 2.
I missed 2 now, 2 in a row.
Yeah, so I think you're probably fine because when you guys, I'll tell you something. When you guys were on the way trying to find winners in Kickstarters, I already banked 2.
You started off 2 from 2, yes.
Yeah, so it's okay. It doesn't matter because it's not
talking
about
hidden wealth.
Yes. How good's this horse going to be? Seriously. The only thing going against it is that Sportsbook have agreed with me and made it the bet of the day.
Oh, no.
That's
the bet of the day curse.
That's exactly right. Look, it is first up. It's trialled well. It's flying. It's won 3 from 5. And the only time it missed a place was in a weight for age a year ago. So I'm taking a Marto type bet, a horse that's been out for a year.
Wow, a little flat there, Marto. Spoiler alert.
Yes, I am taking on one there. And at the end of the day, I think with Jimmy Orman, I finally will catch one. Race 1, number 1 to finish in place, first place.
Marto does like the Foo Fighters. That might be another little spoiler alert there.
Hey.
So there you go. And it's actually come into $1.90, I think, Pezza.
Hidden well, okay. And Pez, I've already got a lot of shit because it's about fucking 8 o'clock at night, and it's Eagle Farm race 3. It's called Iowa, and I tell you what, last start I had my money on, and we had CJ Graham on it, and she's been riding the house. But she couldn't handle the big boy Iowa. She couldn't handle it. It lost by 1.5 lengths, and it should have won. if it had a stronger jock, I'm not going to say if it had a man on it, but we got a boy this week, but I just think he needs a straight.
Bailey's got a pretty strong hand. He'll give a strong steer, that's for sure.
Like if we had
Flames too.
It was a bit out of control. Just needed a strong hand, and I would have won. Would have passed him, but I don't know. I reckon, as Tazzy said, there's no real leader in the race. It's going to look the winner about 200 to go. Is it going to find the line? I hope Bailey keeps it going because it's Taz loves when I say it's a hoof on till, but this horse is fucking hell. Gee whiz.
Deserves another win. It's been up since the pyramids got built, so there's no reason why it doesn't win this Premier.
The aliens
does deserve one.
Another one for the old Phantoms. He up and about the Phantom, and I tell you what, we're going to Flemington. $6.40, the cheapest quaddy we've ever had on PaLTI. World record price. $6.40 will get you back 10%. And if I'm doing my maths right, $12.80 will get you back 20.
Gee whiz.
And I tell you what, if I did my maths right again, Marto, $25.60, our normal quaddy sort of throw at the stumps, will get you back 40.
There you go.
The first
right.
we're looking at 2.7, pretty short there. We're going 1.348. And of course, the what are they called, Martin? The black caviar now.
The black caviar.
Which is the old what is it? The light fingers or the
light fingers in Sydney.
Sorry, the lightning. No, lightning something, whatever it is. And then we've got 6 and 12 pretty short because we think Jimmy is a star. And,
absolutely.
If you can pick Crosshaven, Crosshaven, you're a champion. And of course, we've got 8, 9, 11, 13 the last. But let's have a look at the big race. Group one, down the straight.
Imperatrice been beat.
Imperatrice, very plain in was it a Cranbourne trial? She didn't look like the horse she was.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing
at the trial.
Up and about. You don't worry. He's like, don't worry about that. She wasn't ready. She wasn't on the run.
They could be playing a little bit of a sneaky possum at the trials there. Just give her a run around the track, and they know she's ready. But I tell you what, Joey Pride is up and about Private Eye beating Imperatrice in this.
Yeah. Well, you know how good, how good Private Eye first up is. It's absolutely incredible.
But geez, he's got a big horse to beat in Imperatrice, though.
How good is Private Eye first up? Just out of curiosity.
It's magnificent. I think it's never been out of a place. I'm not sure about the
I'm curious. I don't have the form guide with me, but if anyone has one in access,
I
mean, is it like 8 starts and 7 in the money?
Yeah, no, I think
something
it's better.
but it's what we got here. First up runs, 7 runs, 4 wins and a third.
So 5 out of 7.
85% top 3,
Interesting.
And Joey's up and about too. I saw an interview.
Absolutely is.
He reckons, we're not taking it down there for second. So
no, he's taken on the mare, and I reckon he's a strong chance down the straight.
First up, Tassie, 8 starts for 4 wins and a third.
Not really that good. No. It's not that good though. I mean, we just knocked a horse that's had 6 starts first up, and it's 1, 2 run up and 3 placings, and we knocked it. So we basically said, no, that's not good.
Well, that was because you wanted to stand at 1 out.
Oh well, I'm not saying to stand at 1 out, but if we're being consistent here, we can't be knocking first up.
Imperatrice first up, shithouse. 6 starts, 5 wins and a second. No good.
Yeah, no good.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Why wasn't she 6 wins?
No good. No, you're right. No, you are 100% right, Phantom. I'm coming after you. You were lucky you got the quaddie last week in Sydney. Otherwise, seriously, I would have lashed you. Because here you are, you've gone.
Mate, he wants it beat. He thinks the Phantom's not that keen just because of the trial. And, but,
mate,
Opie's coming.
You can't eat value. You can't eat value.
No.
That's all I'm going to say.
Though, I'm unstoppable. I think it's an outside chance of getting in that top 3 as well.
There you
go. You've changed your tune.
Jamie, I
didn't say she was going to win.
Whiz.
I said it's an outside chance of getting to top 3.
Now, Randwick, the Phantom, unlike Taz, you think there's a bit of value to be found if you get outside the favourites. So, of course, he's gone 4 before, our favourite type of race. 25 back 10%.
And, 4 before.
And he's taken the first leg, which is their big race to kick off the autumn. What's that called? The Apollo Stakes, Marto, is that right?
Just looking now. Yeah, the Apollo Stakes. That's right.
And we've got Marto.
Can I say? I know we were talking about this horse last week, and just like a jack in a box, it's presented itself. And Marto, obviously, Fangirl definitely wins, huh?
Fangirl, Marto.
Gets all the, I mean, surely its first up form was great. Have a look at its first up form. It's on fire, mate. I mean, this horse should have won the Cox Plate.
50% first up.
How can you not
you
tip
read
a
the sports
horse?
bet comments.
I'm just telling you, mate, this horse should have won the Cox Plate. Isn't that what you said? It should have won it. If this should have won the Cox Plate,
Taz or is it Robin Williams? Because I'm laughing my head off here.
Oh, you are. Stop looking in the mirror then. Stop looking in the mirror, Marto.
Marto,
this horse, honestly, take it away, Pezza. You tell him. Should have won the Cox Plate.
Well, Marto told us it was going to win the Cox Plate, and then unfortunately, Pez and Taz both gave it venom because it's not going to get the map. And Marto was like, doesn't need the map. It wins.
Well, apparently she did.
And unfortunately,
it probably brains them this race, and Marto's not on it.
Oh, no. I can't say she brains them. She's definitely a chance for sure, especially with J
There's no animo. There's no animo, Marto.
No.
Fangirl and Militarize are going to be having the same run home. But to be honest, I'm going to put a bit of venom in this leg and say Attractable is a rough chance. He's on the way to the Doncaster. He's he won the big dance. He ran second in the Ingham. He's had a super trial, beat Lindemann home in the trial.
Lindemann's a big chance this week. What price is it?
No, Lindemann doesn't win.
I mean,
first
seriously,
up,
you'd put Lindemann in this race.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Absolutely.
Shut up and listen.
Oh, mate, you're only talking. Blah, blah, blah. Seriously, how much can you talk? Get the water out.
Okay. I'm just going to say Attractable is a rough chance of taking this one out.
No, it is. Everything's a rough chance. Anyway, I'm going to bag the Phantom because, again, smart punters, excluding us three because we're not smart, can narrow this down.
So how would you narrow it down then? You just go one out? Fangirl?
No. 2, 8, and 10.
You go. Fangirl, that's one of your favourites.
Fangirl, Militarize. Realistically, for me, it's a 2-horse race. It's one of your favourites. That's for me.
It's one of your favourites. We know.
Oh look, Randwick's going to play fair this week because the rail's back in that right position, so they're going to have a chance from the back. And like I said, Fangirl and Militarize are going to have the same run from the back of the field.
They're talking about.
Okay, go on. Let's go.
Sorry,
learning to fly.
So hang on, Marto. Sorry, isn't a rail out?
Marto going 2 in a row.
We've moved on, mate. Yeah, they run on there when it's out 4 meters. You've got to get right out for it to be a leader bias. So it's going to play fair at Fan.
Race 7, number 3. So actually, there should be race 8. No, race 8. That should be Marto, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's race 8. It's the next one. We're not in the first leg of the quaddy. We're in the second.
Well, race 7, number 3. Geez, that could be the omen. What's that? What was that horse, Pezza?
It's not in the quaddy, so it doesn't matter. Race 8.
Arafo, the 2 miler. The 2 miler first up.
Freudian slip.
Oh, that would put a bit of value into the quaddy.
Arapaho.
Learning to fly, Marto, going for 2 in a row, fully lit after
learning
last
to fly. This was the boom. This was a boom 2-year-old last year and went to the slipper well in the money. But unfortunately broke down in the race. Annabelle Neesham has taken her away. Is it a her? Let's just pull that. Yeah, it is a her. She was a boom filly. Has taken her away, rehabilitated her, and brought her back. And by all accounts, Annabelle says she is ready to go again. I think this is a bit of a forgotten horse.
Has she learned to fly,
$4.40. I think she has. She already did, but as a 2-year-old, mate. She was 3 from 3 and then broke down in the slipper.
Taz, I feel like Marto was a bit of a, I don't know, I wouldn't say a wet blanket. That's probably the wrong word, but he does like to like a horse on the comeback. Hashtag Loft last week. The great man tipped.
Loft was
fucking hopeless.
Loft just needs further. It just needs further, Loft.
But he's found another one, the one that broke down, the forgotten horse of the slipper last year. And
there's nothing.
Your heart attack and missed the start and 4-4 formula.
There's nothing wrong, Pezza. There's nothing wrong, Pezza, honestly, with looking for a horse that was a gun horse, okay, that breaks down, that first up is in the market and fails. Because I know, because I tipped green belt.
Oh,
And
I
it
thought
was
you were
a
gonna say
similar.
Tis
So I
Invincible.
know what it's
Mm.
like to tip horses
Oh,
that are superstars
uh,
that are injured, break down,
oh,
show great trial form, come
oh.
back to the races and fail. I know. So, Marto,
Right.
good luck. I hope you're not me.
I don't
No,
mind
well, so do I.
first up. It's just such a good horse. And it's been absolutely flying. So it's going to be a good little race, race number 8, number 3,
is.
learning the fly. It'll be interesting to see how
Learning
it
to fly,
goes. And
yes.
J-Mac for Tis Invincible as well. Kimochi for
No.
Tone. There's another Tone there. Kimochi.
Wet track, Tis Invincible fails. Kimochi, yeah, that's how do you say? I say it Kimochi, you say Kimochi, I'm not sure. But
Kimochi,
Learning
you
to
know
Fly
what
actually
Kimochi means? It means
no idea.
feels good.
Feels
Oh,
good. It feels good to
Kimochi.
run
Oh,
second.
jeez.
Feels good to
I
run
always-
second. Learning
Feels
to
good.
I
fly.
always say that to people here. It's like, Pezza,
Now,
seriously,
look,
do you
Learning
want
to Fly
match?
actually beat Kimochi in the recent trial, so that's good form coming into this
Okay.
race, knowing she's already got the leg up on him.
Well, you know,
Pezza,
Kimochi's
do you want to
storming home.
do you want to
Yes,
massage
I will.
your hands on my back, Pezza?
Yes.
That's what I say. That feels good.
Oh,
Good
Kimochi.
race indeed. Autumn Glamour. That be interesting to see how it comes back this prep
Yeah,
because it
absolutely.
put some big runs in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
it's a good race. It is a good race.
I
Good
just
luck,
think
Marto.
440 is a
I
bit of
do
a
hope
gift.
so.
Marto now.
Yeah,
Marto,
there's
let's
a
give it to
price
Taz
there.
now. He's found a Chocky Wheel race at Randwick, race 4, number 4. Now, this race, there's some putrid animals in this. There's some
Yeah.
putrid creatures who run against
Yeah.
each other every week. And anyway, the great man Taz, he's found one, Meritable. Hopefully it is Meritable, race 4, number 4. Wow, this has got Tony Oliver talking about the great man Tone. This has got Tone written all
Mate,
over it.
you can say whatever you like, but this former Kiwi,
Oh,
okay, has only won 1 from 13 and been placed 6 times. This is win number 2 coming. National
Win
Wheeler
number
sticks
2.
on it. This is win number 2. I've tipped horses, okay, that haven't won for over a year and they've won.
Yes.
So I found this one.
Yes,
I've
yeah.
looked for its second win.
Right.
It's drawn 7 of 9. It
Yep.
should be able to race alongside Tashi, sort of out
Yeah.
the back midfield.
Yeah.
I know the race favourite is Winner Chat. I hope that it gets some pressure up the front
Yeah.
from Barossa Rossa.
Yeah.
And as a result, we get the run of the race.
Ooh.
We keep Win Chat inside. We're on the outside. And we just finish over the top. So the
Ooh.
first 2
I,
go for their lives. Cuban Royal, don't worry about them.
Well, you know, Ruby and Cuban
don't
are
worry
going to
about
get back. You're
15.
going to be running on. Danish Fortune always has a bit of a crack. That's another one of Tone's.
Yep.
So there's a Ruby. He loves a Ruby horse. Tone does too, don't he?
Ruby.
Win Chat. It won first up really well. And what was it, a highway or a
did.
midway or something?
That's all it was.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
And I think
that's
that
it.
makes it a bit overrated for this one.
Yeah.
I think it's a false favourite.
Ooh.
$1.80, I wouldn't be jumping into that for Win Chat.
No.
I actually have Veritable on top here of Tashi and then
Ooh.
Win Chat. So I like this one, Taz.
Oh,
And
Well
the
done,
$6,
Marto.
you're
Good
getting a
find.
great
double
price here,
punch.
mate.
See, hang
You're
on,
getting a great price.
Marto.
Oh.
Marto,
Hello.
we've just proven to Pezza and to PaLTI that we can agree.
We can sometimes. Yes,
We
we
can indeed. It
has
might not
happened.
happen often, but we can agree.
Oh,
So thank
I
you.
feel really, really weird at the moment. If anyone's seen
Lovers.
Afterlife, Ricky Gervais, he always uses the word gay, as when blokes are trying to be nice to each other, and he just goes gay, and then of course he gets called out on it because this day and age we just can't say that because all the
You can't.
LGBTQ blah blah. But anyway, gay.
No, we're not gay. We're yay.
No, it's supportive, mate. It's supportive.
Okay,
That's it.
very interesting.
Thanks,
race,
Marto.
race 4 anyway. Good luck. I reckon Tony will be having about
Nice.
16 bets.
And still not back meritable.
That's he still hasn't got,
Back
no,
at Veritable.
because we've given it a wrap.
Yeah.
He's going to say no, thank you.
Very interesting. Here we go, boys. Pezza's found one.
Where is this?
Oh my God, you're staying down south.
Yeah.
Gee, where's Pezza?
hang on,
Race
just get rid of the
6.
song. Tough little race. This is a $200,000 race for fillies, 3-year-old fillies. And I found one on debut. I was I tipped against this horse a couple of weeks ago, Marto, on a Wednesday at Sandown. And I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. I backed the Bennett horse in the race that missed the kick by 4, and it stormed home to run about 5th by beating a fair way. This horse should never have won on debut. Should never have won. It was a torrid run. It was Craig gave it an absolute shocking sit. But I tell you what, La Casona said, nah, I'm not getting beat. And I love those horses. Flemington played really weird a couple of weeks ago, Marto, on January the 20th. Now, the rail was out a couple of metres, and now the rail's back in the true position. I'm not too sure we're going to see that again. But I tell you what, if there's anything that was playing like it was last week when there was all the winners come from the first 2.
On the fence.
I tell you what, we're a massive chance for La Casona because
what's the field like?
Tough on-pace runner. And it hates other horses trying to get past it.
360. Yeah.
Now, the thing that ran second to it is 80-1 in the same race in Inez. But don't worry, Marto. You look at the time and you think it's a little bit below standard. But, Marto, the last 400, it was actually rated about 5 lengths quicker than standard. So the overall race was rated a little bit poor, but the last 400 was when it counted, Marto. That's where I found it.
Well, you're racing in Flemington, so you're going to get a shooting sprint, aren't you? That's the way they race down there.
That's what they race, yeah.
Well, I've got a bookmarker myself. This is a bit of a difficult race. You've got Molly Knickers, and I know. Then you've got one of your other cats. Isn't that Basilina one of yours?
Well, Basilina come third. She come third in the Oaks, so she.
That's what I mean. But she was one of yours.
Yeah, she's tipped her all the way through. So she.
What about Donegal? Donegal with Zara again.
Donegal's the class, like the brand, the blue blood, and of course it looks really good because it can actually come from behind or run on pace. So it's a bit fearless. Infatuation's coming down from Sydney. I think it's up in class. I think it's a false. I think it's a false.
It's actually a good race.
Molly Knickers isn't great. I can't believe Donegal's not like not even like half the quote, but at least equal them. But I tell you what, I just love the way this one won. Craig takes a sit again. You know what he does. It's up 100 metres. I don't reckon it. Like Inez would never have got past it. And that was like in the market against it on debut. I reckon it's going to improve. It's drawn well. $20. I just think, fuck, it's way over. And I reckon a lot of these horses, Marto, are looking for further. I don't reckon. Like I reckon Molly needs further. I reckon Basilina needs further. Grizinga needs further.
Molly Knickers has one at 1,400 though, and Infatuation's running around the distance too. But I agree with Infatuation. I think it's out of class here. I don't think it should be in the money.
Yeah. Well, it's the majority of the field's up in class, isn't it? Because they're all chasing the 200 grand. They're all chasing.
Yeah, but Infatuation at top weight.
Yeah,
Donegal went in between. Like Donegal won first up, then it went back to the trials and had a nice little trial.
Yep.
Little freshen up, whatever. 1,400. Oh, look, how do you pronounce it? La Casona. I don't know enough about it to back it. I don't know. I hope it wins. I like the price. But to me,
on debut,
it sounds like
on debut was hard. It opened up at about 650 and then it jumped to 320 and it really.
I'm not criticizing it. But to me, the conversation would be, hey, Pezza, do you want to go out for a pizza? We'll go to La Casona.
Yeah.
Because to me, it sounds like a restaurant.
Yeah. But I just think, well, la means la. So, but anyway,
it does.
I was just saying that I don't reckon, I'm not scared of Infatuation coming out from Sydney at all. I'm not scared of Nickers first up. I'm not. Basilina, of course, needs further. That's why she's 26 skins. Grizinga Bell needs further. There's a lot of these horses here that are all up in class because they're all chasing the 200,000 cash. I just think with race fitness on her side, I've got no knock. And if she's 21 skins, I mean, I'm not saying
the price is right. No, the price is right. Yeah, no, it's a good bet because when you bet, you want to bet at the right price. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're definitely getting that, and it's value and
she's got
winning
no
form's good form.
No at all.
No.
Nothing wrong with it. The last 400 was well above standard for a last 400 when she fought off years. But anyway, we'll see.
No,
Michelle.
absolutely. I've got it down. We'll get me Yankee on after this show.
Yeah, 550. I'll paint
Even though that's my paint. I'll get a paint, but I'll put a Yankee on because I throw one of my own in. And Pezza, before you go there, I just want to throw out the complete Yankee because I think I said to you pre-show that there was some really interesting racing, and I think we've neglected it. I know with the Autumn Carnival and everything coming on, the one thing we've missed is the running of the Kangaroo Island Cup.
Oh no!
So seriously, I mean, South Australian racing gets hard done by as it is, and yes, there's a meeting at the parks at Morphettville. I think it's the parks. I'm pretty sure. But seriously, the Kangaroo Island Cup, and there's a horse in it. Time honoured, and it'll have form because there's a horse in it by the name of Hamslet that won it last year. It's going back to back. For me, if you're having a bet there, because it is time honoured, Eureka's Victory in the Kangaroo Island Cup. Up in distance, fourth up. That's all I wanted to say. Throw that in your
What's
Yankee.
it called?
Right.
And Eureka's Victory. Doesn't it sound like a winner in a Kangaroo Island Cup?
Totally agree.
Well, no, so the afternoon, weren't we?
Last week it was very interesting. Travis Kelce, the big tight end, tried to push Coach Reid, one of the most revered figures in sports, over. He was saying,
wasn't happy in the first half.
Put me fucking in, because he was out when they fumbled it, when Pacheco fumbled it going for the line when he was about 10 out. And one of the most extraordinary things, the Kelce brothers have taken over the world. They've got the #1 rated podcast on Apple bloody Podcasts or iTunes or whatever it is on YouTube. And, of course, Travis is, of course, dating Tay-Tay. Tazzy, you got big news of Tay-Tay.
Yeah, got some tickets to the Tay-Tay concert here in Melbourne on Sunday.
How
much are you paying? 500, 600?
It doesn't matter, mate. It's not what you know; it's who you know, and how well you know them. That's all I'm going to say. Correct.
You reckon the couple of these tickets fell off the concrete van of the cousins?
It doesn't matter where they fell off; they're legit. Ooh. And the one thing is, I've had to pay my daughter's boyfriend to actually go along. So that he can look after my son because I'm not going.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a miracle. You got him. I tell you what.
It is incredible.
She's only playing at the MCG, hello ground. Now, Marto, we don't really care about rugby league. We know you do, but, you know, there's nothing better than the grand final or a bloody state of origin. But you're up and about this week.
Am I up and about? I don't know. I'm a little bit dubious. You got the preseason games, but you got the All-Star game this week as well. The Indigenous All-Stars versus the Maori All-Stars. It's not really a contest, though, is it? I mean, it's a match of egos, I think, and see who can score the most tries. There's no defense in this match.
You think it's like an NBA?
Pass it around and away you go. Exactly right. It's entertaining.
Is that this weekend?
Yeah,
I believe so. Friday night, I think.
What about the American Pro Bowl now? The Pro Bowl now, they used to play in Hawaii every year. It used to be sort of a fair-dinkum game, but then over the years, it's become touch footy. Now they play flag footy.
Oh no!
Yeah, for the Pro Bowl.
I didn't know that.
It's a crazy. They play flag
season competition.
In line with the Super Bowl, I actually watched a movie on Netflix. And it was called American Underdog. I don't know if you've seen it.
I just saw it a couple of nights back.
How good was that?
Oh, it's
that's him. What a story! And he's a Hall of Famer now.
He won an MVP.
Yes. First year in, bang.
From the supermarket.
Back in a preseason game and gets his break in the big leagues and does not disappoint.
Absolutely.
I didn't know the full story. I knew of him. Of course.
Either did I.
That affiliation with the sport, but I watched the movie and to see where he came from. To win all those accolades at the end of the first season he played, it's just incredible.
Good Christian too. He's got about 100 kids.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Well, he probably hasn't learned that you can wee from it as well yet.
There you go. Yeah. Anyway, boys, great to see you. Good luck this week.
Yes.
A lot to talk about.
Just one more thing.
Yep.
You know, all women have 5 knees. They have 2 knees, 2 kidneys, and a fen knee.
Oh, shit.